Hey, what's up? Welcome to Programming with Umar. In this video, I'm going to show you how React Native works under the hood. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how React Native works, it's different from React, and how it is able to create multi-platform mobile applications. So let's get started. So, what is React Native and what should you get? React Native is a framework that uses React to build mobile applications for different platforms. React Native uses the same JSS syntax and the same React concept such as components and hooks. However, React Native does not use HTML, CSS or the web browser to render the UI. Instead, it uses native components, which are UI elements that are specific to each platform, such as buttons, text, images, etc. React Native also uses native modules, which are pieces of code that can access the native functionalities and features of each platform, such as camera, sensors, storage, etc. This means that you can write mobile apps using the same React syntax and the same logic, but you have to use different components and modules depending on the platform. This also means that you can make your app work really well and give users a good experience on both iOS and Android, all while using the same code for most of it. Now that we know how React Native code differs from React code, let's compare how the UI is rendered in different platforms. To do this, we will build a simple app that says Hello World on the screen. If you are making the app for the web using regular React, you will write the code like this. As you can see, this code uses HTML elements like div and h1. It also uses some styling with CSS to make it look nice. When you open this in a web browser, the browser reads the code, creates a structure called Document Object Model or DOM in simple terms, and shows the hello world in your screen. Now, let's say you want to build the same app to work on Android and iOS. When you use React Native, the code will look something like this. In this code, we are using view element and text element, which are React Native components. Those components help us build user interfaces. React Native then works its magic behind the scenes, translating our code into a language that both Android and iOS can understand. It's like having a language translator for your app, making sure it looks just right on each platform. So far, we have seen how React Native code differs from React code in terms of UI and UI rendering process. But what about the other React logics such as state management, the lifecycle method, the hooks, and the custom component? How does React Native handle them? The answer is that React Native handles them in the same way as React. React Native uses the same React core library, which provides the same React features and concepts such as state management, the lifecycle method, the hooks, and the custom component. This means that you can use the same React logic and patterns in React Native as you would in React. And you can also use the same React libraries and tools such as Redux, React Router, React Native Testing Library, etc. React Native uses threads to handle different aspects of your app. What are threads and how does it work? Threads are like separate workers that can perform tasks simultaneously. You can think of them as teammates in a project, each with a specific role and responsibility. React Native mainly uses two types of threads, the JavaScript threads and the native threads. The JavaScript thread is the brain of your app. It runs your JavaScript code and handles React logic. It manages the app state, data, and display. It uses engines like JavaScript Core, Harms, or BA to translate your code into machine language. It also creates a virtual UI in the memory before rendering it on the screen, making your app faster and smarter. Moreover, it handles user interaction and sends message to native threads for native tasks. Native threads. The native threads are the workers of your app. They execute native code written in Swift, Java, Kotlin, or C#, using frameworks like UIKit for iOS, Android SDK for Android. They follow the platform rules and tools to display UI elements that look and feel native to the device. They also access device-specific features like camera or GPS. Using the device hardware, they communicate with JavaScript threads, coordinating the app's functionality. Now, how does the threads talk to each other? That's why the bridge comes in. The bridge is like a communication channel that allows the thread to share information and event. The bridge converts the data and event into common format, making it easier for threads to understand each other. When a user interacts with the app, the JavaScript thread interprets the action, updates its virtual plan of the app's UI and behavior, and communicates this plan to the native thread through the bridge. The native thread executes the device features specific tasks, such as displaying native UI element or accessing device feature. They communicate back to the JavaScript thread through the bridge, maintaining seamless coordination. The continuous interaction between threads enables React Native to respond dynamically to user actions, providing a cohesive user experience across various devices. So far, in this video, we learned how React Native works under the hood and how it creates mobile apps for different platforms using the same React syntax and logic. We covered the following topics: how React Native renders you the UI on different platforms using native components and the React Native bridge, how React Native handles the state management, the lifecycle method, the hooks, and the custom component using React Core library, how React Native uses native modules to access the native features and functionality of each platform. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you have any questions or feedback, please leave your comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I have more awesome content coming your way, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Happy coding.